to my channel. This is officially my first video. This is going to be an interesting story time for sure. I guess first things are first, my channel is going to be a beauty, everyday, talk, chat, story time, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a really good avenue for me to venture out, let people get to know me, and get to know other people as well. So I hope you enjoy, and if you do, make sure to click the subscribe button and the bell so that you're notified every time I post a video. Sorry, my dog was eating something off the floor. So disclaimer, I am filming in my son's room. Yay! And because he has the best lighting in here, and I have not invested enough in some lighting, some better lighting, that is for sure. That will be my first go-to. But yeah, so let's just dive in. Today's story time is going to be a really interesting one, and one, obviously, I mean, it's you could probably tell from the title of my video that this is going to be an interesting one, and one you can probably tell exactly what I'm talking about, and that would be how I became a unicorn, because I was not born this beautiful. I was not born with a unicorn horn. I was born in Indiana. I mean, that doesn't stop me, obviously, but anyways, just a side note. Yeah, and if you see me staring, not at you, I'm still working on getting better at not staring at myself, because I have an issue with that, because I want to make sure that I don't look completely stupid. If any of you know me very well, which some of you may, I'm usually a pretty outgoing person. I don't really care what other people think, but just bear with me. I will get better equipment, and I will get better at this. So, and if the video is shaking, again, I apologize, guys. I'm using my phone right now. If I don't do this now, if I don't start my channel now, I'm never going to. I can sit there and wait and wait and wait. It's just like having kids. You know, you're never really ready. You just have them. They're there one day, and like, oh, we're doing this now. Like, so bear with me. Okay, you get better over time, right? So anyways, story time. And if you guys don't have it yet, make sure to get your snacks, your tea, your wine, your beer, whatever. I'm drinking our sponsor today. It's Gumball Head. Anyways, so how I became a unicorn. It's a fantastic story. One that I often will share with people randomly. They don't ask for it, I just share it with them. So why not just make a video, you know. I was born in Indiana to my parents. I have an older brother, and I am currently 35. Yay! Actually, no, I'm not 30. I'm 34, right? I'm gonna be 35 this year. I don't know how old I am. Oh my god. Not off to a good start. I was born in Indiana. I am 34 years old now. But when I was born, I did not have this. This was non-existent. And I was a tomboy. I was such a big tomboy from the time I was born until now. I'm still a tomboy. I may not look like it, but I am. Me and my family moved from another town, just one town over, at the end of my 3rd grade year. Moved to a different town, and the town that we moved to is very, very, very small, and was a very, since it was small, like, if you had the right last name, you would make the cheerleading team, or if, yeah, y'all, you know exactly where I'm going with this. It was a very tight-knit community, and I was not a part of that community, so in a sense, in their eyes. So it was wonderful. I started 4th grade at this new school, new friends, new everything, and I had nobody. Usually I had my cousins, and they currently weren't at the school yet. They were in the process of moving to the same town. because me and my cousins were very, very close. I love them to pieces. Um, but in fourth grade, I started to develop this just a spot, and then it grew and grew, and people started noticing, and it wasn't long. I mean, after it started, that the bullying began, obviously, um, and that's kind of where I got my nickname at the time of a unicorn. Oh, she's a unicorn. Oh, she's a human unicorn. Or oh, and it was so great when the Austin Powers movie came out, and it was I cannot remember his name. He was the mole. Y'all know where I'm going with this. It was Mulla Mulla Mulla. Heard it before. You done yet? It was very obnoxious, very rude. I did not have a lot of friends, very limited friends. I definitely didn't make the cheerleading team. My mother went and got as many things to like prepare me and excite me and get me into it. And it just didn't click. They didn't care what I had to do. Which is fine. Everything turned out great. So disregard, okay? And the bullying got so bad to a point that as a kid you try and find ways to cope, ways to cover it up, make it a non-issue. If you don't see it, maybe you'll treat me different, maybe you'll want to be my friend. And so I kid you not, I cut my hair and made bangs, and I would use that as a cover. I would just cover it to where nobody could see it with my bangs. And oh Lord, if the wind came in at the wrong speed, wrong time, and just floating those out in the air and everybody could see, I was so embarrassed, so ungodly embarrassed. So I would plaster them to my forehead. So much so that my mom called me Squiggy. In case any of you guys know Squiggy. An old TV character, look it up, it's out there. But it was awful. We in this town that this happened in, I lived there for maybe 3 years. It was god awful. And during that time, we would go and visit my grandmother who lived a town over. I would stay with her a lot. I mean, you know, parents need a break and gives me something different to do. My grandmother, excuse me, she loved to gamble. Didn't matter if it was poker pennies or penny poker, I don't, whatever, penny poker, or if it was scratch offs, or if we're gonna go play bingo. We were doing it all. And I remember staying up late with her and we would play poker. I was awful, and grandma would always win. But she was just wonderful. If I needed my time to myself, when I would go to my grandma's house, I would go take a bubble bath in her bath and just relax. And she gave me my space. She gave me my time, which I really appreciated. But I do remember one weekend that, excuse me, and I went to go stay with her on a Friday. So it was just after school, and it was a tough day. It was a lot to swallow. I didn't have any girls that were friends at this place, which to me was okay because I was such a tomboy. So it kind of went hand in hand. I was okay with that. Guys at the time, and kind of still now, are way better friends because there's way less drama. That's just me. But it was a tough day. And I was sobbing, crying at my grandma's because it was nonstop. And I remember my grandma stopped me and she was like, like, what are you so upset about? And I tried to explain it to her, and grandparents, that she didn't quite get it, and God bless her, like, she's just amazing. She told me, she's like, I'm gonna tell you a story. In our family, we have Cherokee in our blood, and I don't know if I've told you this before, but a girl is supposed to be born in your generation within our family. And she's going to have a mark on her face, and that mark is going to distinguish her as the princess of our tribe. And I just, it was, my grandmother. God, why am I going to cry in my first video? Hi, everybody, I'm Rachel. I cry. But, my grandmother, she was one to tell stories all the time. She was, she ran with the mob. She was robbing banks. She had all the stories. And we all knew. It's grandma. She's telling a story. Just go with it, whatever. Um, and this was probably one of those stories, but good God, you know what? I don't care. Just that hand, her reaching out to me to even make a story, tell a story, whatever it was, whatever or wherever that came from, I will always remember that because that was the point in time that I just, you know what? Who flipping cares, right? PG. Okay. Who flipping cares? Because I have a mark on my head, you know, um, doesn't make me any less than you, doesn't make me any better than you. It makes me me. That's me. And if somebody can't accept that, then so be it. After that conversation with my grandmother, um, I let it go. I started wearing my hair comfortably. I'm not going to change and plaster bangs to my face to make anybody appeased to look at me. If you don't like me, that's fine. I am okay with that because that's your right, that's your opinion. And I am so about people having their own opinion, having their own, you have that right, as do I. I'm not going to bash you on your opinion. I don't care what it is because I have mine and I know me and my world, and that's it. So you do you, I'm going to do me. um, and that, I guess, that in a nutshell is how I became a unicorn. So now I kind of take that as, nowadays unicorn is, everybody loves using the word unicorn for that one rare item, that one rare thing that just is, it's the bee's knees. Um, hey, this me? I have never and still have not seen anybody have it exactly in the center of your forehead, but I do. So it is what it is. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That is my story of how I became a unicorn. And I still am, and I love it. If you guys have any suggestions or if you guys want to see anything differently, just give me some feedback, all right? This is my first video. Give it to me. I got this. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to give me a like. I just want to know if you guys like it. I'm going to continue doing these. I have a huge list of stories and videos in general that I want to start doing. I have a ton of ideas. And even some of you guys that may be following me already might be in some of these stories. FYI. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.